What's up, guys? Good morning and welcome back to another Move Well Wednesday segment. So for this mobility routine, all you're gonna need is your mat. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly check the computer and then we'll go ahead and start. All right. Perfect. All right, guys, so like I said, another mobility routine. We're gonna go starting off on our back for this one, and then we'll go ahead and make our way to other stuff. So, go ahead and start off on your back. We're gonna go with a T-spine drill into an open book. So let's go hands out into a T position. Hips and knees up into 90. What we're gonna do from here is drop our hips and knees to our right side. Go ahead and bring your arms over. You want to move nice and slow. From here, reopen your arms up. Bring your hips back into the center. So you want to keep them as independent movements, guys. You want to go nice and slow with this, dropping your hips first, then allowing your arms to follow. Reopening your arms up, getting that nice little chest and back stretch, coming right back into the center. Again, take your time. You want to find a nice little flow here, but you also want to work nice and slow, just so we get that nice little full stretch. Just make sure you're breathing with it. This is probably our first movement of the day. We want to stretch out the back, stretch out the chest and the shoulders. Very nice, guys. We're here for another 15 seconds. Continue that out. There we go. All right. Good morning, everyone. All right, so we got a little more back, a little more hips. Continue that out. From here, hips and knees up. We're gonna go into a dead bug, but it's gonna be done a little differently. What I'm gonna do with my right arm and left leg is I'm gonna isometrically hold. What that means is I'm actively pressing one another against each other. So I'm pushing my arm down and I'm pushing my hips and knees up. Other arm is gonna go straight into a dead bug, but we're gonna go same side for today. So what I'm doing on this side is probably the most important. I'm actively pushing my hips, my knees and elbows against one another. Full extension, making sure you tighten up your quads and your glutes at the very bottom. Exhale yourself down, inhale, come up. Exhale yourself down, inhale, come up. Take your time here, guys. If you feel that you're losing the tension on your right side, just reset it. Make sure that your low back stays on the ground. We're here for another 10, and then we'll switch our sides. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Same thing, create tension with your left arm and left knee as you extend your right arm and your right knee. So again, the most important part is right here, creating that tension. My abs are already on fire. Oh yeah. Very nice, guys. Keep moving with it. Breathe. Again, if you need to step out of it for a second, go ahead and do that. Tuck that low back in, lift right back up, and reset. Very nice, guys. Keep breathing with it. 15 seconds to go. Again, keep the tension. 10 seconds. Full extension. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my Lord, my abs. All right, guys, we're gonna come onto hands and knees and we're gonna work our threading the needle. This is a nice little shoulder and scap stretch, but we're gonna do it a little different. So let's go knees out nice and wide. We're gonna work our right shoulder. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do it as slow as possible. You're gonna rotate down. What I'm doing here is bringing my shoulder blade to the ground. With my opposite hand, I'm gonna go ahead and push myself a little bit, get that nice little rotation, come up and switch. So again, what I'm doing here is with my arm, I'm giving myself some leverage to push myself and get a nice deep stretch in the shoulder and in the scalp. Switch your side. You get there, we're gonna just turn and twist a little bit, creating a little more rotation in that shoulder, in that scalp. Take your time here. Remember to just breathe with the movement. If you'd like to work slower or faster than me, please feel free to do so. Very nice, everyone. Good. Let's go another 30 seconds here. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I will periodically go up to check them. 15. Very nice, guys. 10 seconds. Try to get in one more on each side. Good. Last one here. Very nice. Let's transition into hands and knees. Knee beneath your shoulders. That's a good one. Knee beneath your shoulders. Knees beneath your hips, wrists beneath your shoulders. So we did this one last week. We're gonna go cat camel, shoulder stretch, hip stretch. So the way that looks is, I'm gonna go ahead and go up, keep the curvature in my spine while I sit back, shoulder car with my right side, come right back onto all fours, hip car with my right side. Again, cat camel, sit back, shoulder car, come back onto all fours, one hip car, same side, guys. Cat camel, sit back, shoulder car, back onto all fours, hip car. You want to find that nice little momentum for yourself, nice little rhythm. Keep breathing with your movement here. This is turning into a nice little full body stretch. Again, with the shoulder cars and the hip cars, take your time. We're here for another 20 seconds. Very nice, guys. 15. Let's get in 2 more on this side before we switch. For those who are experiencing some wrist pain, you're gonna go fists to the ground as you perform the same exact thing. So finish off with that last one. Very nice. Let's go ahead and switch again. Reset your movement. Knees beneath your hips, wrists beneath your shoulder. You're gonna go with your cat camel. Keep that rounding in the spine as you go with your shoulder car. Come back onto all fours. You've got one hip car. Remember, when you're on the ground, so when your hands are on the ground, you want to create a tunnel. What that means is you want to create a 2-finger space between your palm and the ground. We're trying to eliminate a flat hand. So we don't want to go flat hands. We want to pretend like we're holding on to a ball. So claws out is how we go about saying it. Again, keep that curvature in the spine as you sit back onto your heels and perform the shoulder car. Yes, my hips are very tight today. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Perfect, don't fall. Continue that out, guys. We're here for another 30 seconds. Very nice. We've got a couple shoulder ones for today. You're here for 15, so continue that out. Again, just breathe through it. You go from your cat camel to your shoulder car to your hip car. So we're getting in a nice little multi-joint mobility with this one. Hang here for another 10 seconds, so try to get in maybe 1 to 2 more with that little tempo. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, same position, so hands and knees. We're gonna go with the shoulder one. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the setup from my side. What I'm gonna do, again, wrists beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. You wanna find that neutral spine. What that means is, here I'm overly arching, here I'm overly caving, so you wanna find that neutral position. With your shoulder blades, you wanna push yourself up. Keep that tension. Now let me show you from the front. So keeping my shoulder blades nice and high, what I'm gonna do, lift your right arm up and create a 90-degree angle with your shoulder and with your elbow. From here, you're gonna extend forward, reach forward, come right back in. Notice when I reach forward, I rotate my thumb up and I come right back in. Rotate your thumb up, come right back in. Remember to keep that tension in the opposite shoulder blade though. So don't lose it. Don't relax your elbow. Keep yourself nice and high. Just messed that up. There it is. Squeeze when you come into this position. Extend out. Again, for those who have wrist pain, go ahead and just go onto your fists. Same thing here. If you feel that your shoulder is getting tired, you can go ahead and take about a second rest. Come right back into it, because Lord knows mine is. Again, just come back, squeeze the shoulder blade. We're here for 15 seconds, everyone. Creating that 90 degrees, coming forward 10 seconds, and you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Whew, my shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. So let's set that up together again. You're gonna go neutral spine. Push your shoulder blades up. Now you're gonna go ahead and bring your left arm up. Start off in the 90 degrees. Come forward, pointing your thumb up. Reach forward with your thumb up. Make sure to squeeze that shoulder blade as you bring it back into that 90-degree angle. Oh my God, my shoulders. Continue that out, guys. That's probably the weakest point in my body, so it fatigues out quick, but we're still gonna continue. Breathe through that movement. Again, what we're trying to do here is trying to mobilize the scap, so we wanna move our scapula as we do that. Your scap is the bone right here, your shoulder bone. Again, you wanna create movement within that. Squeezing your shoulder blade as you come back into this position, coming right back out. Let's go for another 10 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Good. Just shake those shoulders out. From here, we're gonna go into our down dog with a pigeon. So let's start off in our high plank push-up position. So up nice and high. From here, you're gonna go into your down dog. I cannot use the back of this one. So up into your down dog, reach forward into that pigeon. From here, you're gonna walk yourself towards your knee, hold it, walk yourself towards your toes, hold it. So that's gonna be the rhythm. So again, back up into that down dog, bring the opposite foot, walk towards your knee. Good, walk towards your toes. You're gonna find your own little rhythm, whether that's faster than mine or slower than mine. If you would like to hang in that down dog for a little longer, go for it. You're gonna get in a nice little lat stretch. And just breathe with your movement, guys. Very nice. With walking your hands towards one side, you're also gonna get in a nice little lat stretch with this one. And you're gonna be feeling it a little deeper in the hip, a little deeper in your piriformis to be exact. Oh my God, my hips. If you feel that your hips are a little tight today, you can go ahead and just hang in the pigeon for a little longer before you push yourself back up And switch. Take your time here. You're welcome to go down onto your elbows, whatever you prefer. Good, guys, continue that out for another 30 seconds. Again, if you feel that it's a little too much, you're always welcome to step right out of it and then come back in. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm out of breath. Whew. Whew. Continue that out, guys. Let's go for another 15 here. Take your time. Another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest, guys. All right, we're gonna go into a spider walk. We're gonna include the little hip flexor stretch as well as the hamstring stretch. So the way it'll work is high plank. I'm gonna step my right foot in, drop my right elbow, lift up. Drop my back knee down, get that hip flexor stretch, sit back onto my heels, getting a nice little hamstring. You wanna stick to the same side, and you wanna find a nice little tempo for yourself, whether, again, if it's slower or faster than mine. So go at your own pace. This is gonna be, again, a nice little multi-joint one, so full body. So if you wanna take your time with the movement, go for it. Just be careful with the hip flexor movement. You don't want to go too deep into it. I don't want you to hurt your hip flexor and the toe. So just be careful when you're sitting back onto it, not to apply too much pressure there. I have socks on, so it's a little, I can definitely feel it in my toe. If you're doing it with shoes, it'll be a little easier. My hamstrings, man. Everything is tight today. Take your time here, guys. Let's go last 2 on this side, and then we'll go ahead and switch. And final one. Good, getting that final one, and then we'll go ahead and switch. Good. Let's go ahead and switch. Same thing, high plank position. You're gonna step that opposite foot, drop your elbow, lift up, drop that back knee, sit back into that hamstring stretch. So again, when it comes to mobility, I can't stress it enough, but it's all about consistency. I know that you guys are doing it once a week. I would ideally recommend maybe 3 to 4 times. It doesn't have to be as long as we're doing it now. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes out of your day. I've been trying to find little gaps where I can just kind of do a couple movements, and I have seen my shoulders improve. I know that they can still use some improving, but I've definitely seen with my shoulder presses that I'm able to go all the way up instead of the shit that I was doing before. So again, just try to find a couple movements for yourself that you know that you need to work on, whether it's the back mobility, hip mobility, shoulder mobility, whatever it is for you, and just incorporate them into your day. I usually find time in the morning to maybe do about 10 minutes, nothing too long. My body's been craving it lately. Let's go 2 more. I feel that I've been pushing myself a little harder than usual, and my body is just like, you better stop this shit now. So I've been trying to do a little more mobility each and every day to just kind of recover, rolling out, walking a lot. Yeah. Finished off that last one. I believe you should be there already. Very nice, guys. All right, we're gonna go into bear taps. So bear taps, we're gonna work on the shoulder again. So we're working on stabilizing the shoulder, not dropping, not caving. So to set your bear up, wrists beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Make sure you're grabbing onto the ground and you're not flat-handed. From here, you're gonna lift off just an inch. That's the tough part. I tend to see a lot of mountains and valleys. You want to be an inch off the ground, so right here. Again, pushing your shoulder blades off. What we're gonna do, let's just hold our bear for about 10 seconds. This one is going to kill me, but let's just do it together. So let's hold. From here, when we find our comfort, which in a bear, I don't think I will, but personally, from here, take your right arm up, grab your left shoulder, hold. 3, 2, 1, back down. Lift your left arm up, take it to your right shoulder, hold. 3, 2, 1, back down. When doing the taps, guys, you want to be sure that your hips are staying nice and stable. So what I like to do is I really focus on squeezing my quads and squeezing my glutes so I don't end up shifting my hip side to side. So again, let's go. Right arm up, hold. 3, 2, 1, good. Left arm up, hold. 3, 2, 1, good. Back to holding. Now we're going to lift the toes off. So in the same position, you're going to lift your right foot off. In 3, 2, 1, hold. 3, 2, 1, back down. Lift your left. 3, 2, 1, back down. One more time with the toes, and then we'll go ahead and take a nice little rest. So up, lift your right foot up. 3, 2, 1, switch. 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh my Lord, take a rest here. Who said mobility can't be tough? Whew. All right, guys, we've got a couple more, nothing too extensive. From here, we're gonna go ahead and step up onto our feet. Let me just make sure I'm still in frame. So from here, what we're gonna do, just catch your breath. Let's take about 15-30 seconds. I know that my heart rate is a little elevated, so let me go ahead and demonstrate. We're gonna go step back lunge into a sumo, into a toe touch. Don't memorize. So left foot steps back into a lunge. From here, I rotate into a sumo squat. Hands come down. Here's my hip hinge. Here's my toe touch squat. Hands up, come up. Don't memorize, let's go ahead and start together. Step back with your left foot, lunge. Turn forward into your sumo squat. Hands down into your hip hinge. Come down into your squat. Hands come up, you come up. Woohoo! Face forward again. Step back lunge, rotate into your sumo. You're gonna find a nice little rhythm for yourself. Step back lunge, again, we're working on the hips right here. Trying to get as much movement in the hip as possible. Step back lunge, shift. If you feel it in your knees, just again take a nice little rest. Reset, go right into it. Very nice, everyone. Let's go 2 more on this side. Ay, ay, ay. Last one on this side. Again, step back lunge, rotate forward. Good. Take your little rest. Let's go ahead and switch. Same thing. Step back lunge with your right foot. Rotate into your sumo. Hips back. So I know that with the sumo, when you're going down into the squat, it's common for the knees to want to cave in because it's a wider stance. What you want to do is use your elbow. Use your elbow to push those knees out. I know that I tend to kind of want to bring them in when I'm in a wider stance, but again, just use your elbows. That'll help you kind of stay consistent with the knees out. Very nice, guys. Find yourself a nice little rhythm there. Nice, guys. Let's go for another 10 seconds here. We'll go back on the ground for the next two. It'll be fairly simple, getting our heart rate back down. If you would like to hang in your toe touch squat for a little longer, please feel free to do so. Let's go for another 15 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, guys. All right, back on your stomach. You've got 2 more here. So this one is going to be a shoulder one. What you're going to do is it's going to be a little bit of a swimmer. So hands start up front, lifting them, oh God, lifting them up off the ground, coming right back. It's okay to hear snap, crackles, and pops in your shoulders. I hear them. It's like a damn symphony here. If you feel it in your low back, just go ahead and rest your forehead down. The reason why I feel is because I'm going chest up. So just be cautious with that. Another thing for your neck, this sounds a little weird, but another thing for your neck so it doesn't cramp is pretend like you're looking down into your shirt. So just look down into your shirt. That's going to take the neck tension out of that movement. To take the back tension out of the movement, just keep your forehead down. Always looking down into your shirt. That's a good little reference that we use. I wish you guys were here to hear my shoulders right now. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Let's go another 10 seconds. I wonder if your shoulders are making very loud noises, please let me know, because I don't think I've ever heard my shoulder make sounds like this before. It's very loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, guys. On your stomach, we're gonna go with our crocodile breathing. So you're gonna go resting your head upon your forearms. I'm gonna go ahead and talk you through it. What you're gonna do here is take about a 4-second inhale. So big inhale. Hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale all that air out. When you get to the end of your breath, blow out the candle. So what that means is when you think you've exhaled everything you can out, go with a blowout, blowing out the candle. What that is, it goes, what that's gonna do is tighten up your diaphragm. So you should feel a nice little contraction in your diaphragm when you, quote unquote, blow out that last little candle. Again, deep breath in, hold at the top for a couple seconds, slowly start to exhale. At the end of your breath, blow out that last little candle. What you want to think about when you're exhaling is bringing your belly button towards your spine. When you're inhaling, rounding your stomach, just creating a nice little curvature and round in your stomach. When you're exhaling, pull your belly button towards your spine. So the movement should be coming from your abdomen or your diaphragm, to be exact. So nice and slow with the breathing. Hang here, guys. Let's just get our heart rates back down. Good. Let's just finish off with 2 more deep breaths, and then we'll go from there. Good. Again, blow out that last little candle. End off with your last deep breath, and we'll be done for. Big inhale in. Exhale. Blow out that last little candle. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Again, with that final movement before the breathing, if your shoulders made a lot of noise, just let me know, because, again, I don't think I've ever heard my shoulders make this much sound before, so just let me know. Make me feel a little normal. But yeah, other than that, I will see you all next Wednesday. If you have any anything that you want me to kind of specify on or just focus on, whether it's hips, knees, shoulders, whatever the case may be, just let me know. Last week was a little more back. This week is a little more hips, a little more shoulders. So if you want me to focus on something for next week, just let me know. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining. Woohoo, shit.